What's up, YouTube, and welcome to episode 115 of the Chaos Daily. It is 115, yes. It's been a few days. It's been a lot of days. This episode's a little bit later than, well, whenever these episodes come out these days, they come out. I'm not keeping track. But yes, it's done. It's all nice and smooth. So nice and smooth. So yeah, all that's left to do is to paint it, but that'll be the next episode, because I still have to get the paint that I'm going to use on this. I don't know if I'm going to be using the paint that I have, or if I'm going to get some paint special for this. It's pure gloss white paint. I haven't decided yet. We're still working it out. So yeah, today we're going to go over how I got it to this stage. In previous episode, we were working on the wings, and we got the wings basically done. I got one done, and then I got the other one done in between the last episode and this episode. But the fuselage is all one piece now. It's so smooth. I'm thinking I might have to scuff it back up again, use a higher grit sandpaper, just to get the paint to stick to it, because it is like glass in some places. So yeah, let's go over that, and see you on the other side. Something else that I wanted to do was, originally in the design, I've got this screw in here with this bolt with a captured nut in the wing, but I found that wasn't quite enough, and the backside of the wing was still a bit loose. So I designed up a corresponding one like this one, and all I did was I put it in one of these lightning holes. So I made a piece that I resin cured to the wing and a piece that resin cures to the fuselage, so that it essentially becomes the exact same feature that this one is, but just in here, and that holds the wing on nicely. It's not there with a lot of strength, it's just there to stop it from moving, twisting, or anything. Again, most of the work gets done by this carbon fiber through tube that goes through all of them. So something else that I had to work on was the interface for these hinges. So what I did was I got a Dremel and dremeled out a groove. So that the circular section of this hinge would inset a little bit either side in the control surface as well as in the wing, so that I can get this gap a little closer and get things to line up nicely with each other. After it's painted, I will be running some clear tape on the inside of this hinge so that airflow can't get through that gap, because that will generate some nasty effects with flow separation off the top surface. If you get high pressure, slow moving air on the underside coming into this low pressure, high speed zone here, it'll cause all kinds of nasty aerodynamic effects. So making sure that you seal up that gap with a bit of tape. And then I could move on to sticking the front section to the midsection and then blending those two together.
If I should stay or be alone, if I should stay or be alone, I don't wanna be alone tonight. I'm just hoping that you'll be just right, and I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone.
Atomic particles traveling near the speed of light do decay more slowly than stationary particles. As strange and counterintuitive as it seems, time dilation is a law of nature. life. Because time slows down close to the speed of light, special relativity provides us with a means of going to the stars.
Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high.
Working on the connection between the mid fuselage and the rear fuselage was a bit tricky because of the EDF nacelle that's in the way. And there's also a bit of deformation in the skin structure here where it sort of dents in. It's not a huge deal, but I did manage to actually just get it smooth, even though that there are these little indents here. So yeah, this was really tricky. I've got it as best I can. Hopefully the paint doesn't show all of those imperfections except for the dents. You'll clearly see those. But yeah, it all looks much better.
Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high.
So there you have it. Plenty of work been put in over this section, over getting the fuselage done, getting it all ready, getting the wings fit, redoing those little connection points. Lots of work done. So that's why this episode's been a few days, but yeah. So next episode, we're gonna have a look at a couple of the other things that I've been up to in the meantime. I wanna make a quick shout out to Chelsea from ChaosCoreTech for designing this amazing DogeFather model. You can find this on Thangs. There is a link in the description. I printed myself one at 130% on the Phenom. We're using ChaosCoreTech Fast Gray, and it turned out really well. I was challenging myself to go with skin tones and do it sort of like lifelike-ish. I don't normally do skin tone painting. I do a lot of miniature painting. I used to, but I haven't in a long while. So this was a big challenge for me. I haven't touched my airbrush or my painting stuff in quite a while, so picking this up and jumping straight into it is, yeah, I'm pleased with the results. It turned out really amazing. So thank you to Chelsea for this amazing model and the work that she does there. Go check her out on Twitter as well, link in the description. So yeah, next episode we'll go into a bit of an in-depth of me painting this. I did record some footage of it, and I'll show you guys some cool tricks with how to get more realistic looking skin tones. and some of the tricks to get that to look right. So in the next episode, alongside with doing the painting stuff, we're also going to be looking at doing some organizing. I have these trays in my electronics sorting thing, but I've got all these tiny little LEDs and stuff. So I've been designing up these little trays that fit inside these other trays so that they can organize, and I don't just have one tray with one kind of LED or all the LEDs all mixed up or using cardboard separators. So we're going to be looking at that. I'm going to use different sizes and whatnot and go about how I managed to get the measurements to design these up. It's really simple, really easy. Hopefully it's a bit enjoyable. This is in the meantime while I try and get the paints and stuff sorted to paint up the monogoal. I am still waiting for the radio receiver for the monogoal. That hasn't arrived yet, so it's not going to fly until that arrives because I don't have a receiver that I trust that I'm going to put in this thing until that arrives. So hopefully that's not going to be too much longer, and hopefully I can get the paint sorted for this week. As always, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you're subscribed if you're not. Welcome to all the new people, and I've been Chaos, and until next time, expect the unexpected, and I will see you guys later.
And a special thank you to all my patrons that help support the channel. If you would also like to support the channel, there's a link in the description.